Monti Ossenfort last month talking about the pressure of the upcoming season for the entire team, for his quarterback, Kyler Murray. Pressure is something that exists in 32 NFL situations. It's just a varying level of pressure for each team. The days of pressure-free football are over because of the preponderance, Bick, of one-year head coaches. And we've seen it. Like, coaches get 1 year, and that was not the case. It used to be, back in the day, coach would get 5-6 years to really get his feet underneath him. Can you imagine what the Pittsburgh Steelers would have become if they pulled the plug on Chuck Noll early in his career?
Yeah.
He had like 4 losing seasons to start his tenure.
Right. Yeah, but they're obviously they've got the exact opposite philosophy.
Oh, so, now, yes.
Yeah, right. So yeah, the idea that Jonathan Gannon or Monti Ossenfort fall under this umbrella that, these are the people under pressure. It doesn't make sense to a lot of people because the first 2 years of these two gentlemen have been largely well received.
Oh, absolutely.
But this is the first year they've gone in with expectations.
Right.
Absolutely true.
But you don't just get 1 year with expectations. There are instances when coaches get 1 year and they're fired, but that's generally really poor performance by that coach and or executive. Something dramatically bad, really not vibing with players, having no control. There's generally caveats that go with the one and done crowd. So to me, yes, there's pressure on these guys, but they're not going to feel that pressure until next season. If this season collapses underneath them, they'll be under a lot of pressure next year. Yeah. I don't feel it this year.
I don't either, unless the unforeseen, and that's disaster. But I don't see it. But I also found this interesting. ESPN.com, they put out their latest edition of the preseason power rankings. And when they do power rankings, they always have the ranking. And since they have a beat writer for every team, there's a question that they ask all the beat writers, a theme of the week. The theme of this week's was, who is under the most pressure for a given team heading into the season? They've got the Cardinals ranked 22 in their post-draft preseason power rankings.
All right.
But under the most pressure, their beat writer for ESPN, Josh Weinfuss, who's been covering the team for a really long time, his answer was Monti Ossenfort.
Now, why would that be the answer?
Josh writes, entering his third season with the Cardinals, Ossenfort completed his 3-year rebuild of the roster. Now it's time for that roster to win. He rebuilt the defensive front, but hardly touched the offense, a move that could be risky if the defense doesn't live up to expectations or the offense has holes that he could have addressed. Ossenfort's seat will start warming up.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
But if you're ranking the individuals under the most pressure, I wouldn't put Monti Ossenfort at number 1. I still think that falls on Kyler Murray.
Without a doubt.
Because, Monti Ossenfort, Jonathan Gannon, Nick Rollis, Drew Petzing, they're going into year 3. Kyler Murray's going into year 3 in this regime, but year 7 as a starting quarterback. There is more than half of the sands of the hourglass are on the bottom with Kyler, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, without a doubt. So I mean, if you did a pro and con list of Monti Ossenfort, what would you ding Monti Ossenfort? Well, his 2024 free agency class, that haul, largely unproductive. Some due to injury, whatever. But the free agency signed last year, not so good. Trading for Desmond Ridder didn't work out. But these are all very minor things, right?
Yeah, I mean, that didn't work out, but it also didn't work out for the team that he traded with. And it's been a nightmare of a go since Rondale Moore was traded from the Cardinals in that deal.
Yeah. But I think Monti Ossenfort, I mean, he's drafted well. Paris Johnson Jr., Garrett Williams. He's sort of stuck with Yelta Froholt, who's turned into a very, very good center.
Would agree.
Extending Budda Baker, not letting that get out of control. James Conner. Selecting Jonathan Gannon, rebuilding the defensive front in 2025. The list of things that Monti Ossenfort has apparently done well dwarfs the stuff he hasn't done well.
And the Marvin Harrison Jr. thing, everybody thought he was the number 1 wide receiver. And he's going to, have a chance to prove it this year. But there's no way you can blame him just because a couple of other wide receivers had better rookie years, because that's what everybody would have taken in that spot. So that's, you can't blame Monty for that.
Yeah, what do you make of this when you look at the draft?
All right.
And we're 3 drafts into Monti Ossenfort's tenure. Every single player he's drafted is still on the roster.
The anti-Steve Keim.
Well, except for Jaden Davis, is he still on the roster? That might be the only exception. But even from his first draft, Paris Johnson, B.J. Ojulari, Garrett Williams, Michael Wilson, John Gaines, Clayton Tune, Owen Papo, Keitrell Clark, Dante Stills. They're all still on this roster.
Clayton Tune thing.
I think that
that's not
2 more
one.
weeks.
Yeah.
Clayton Tune's probably a practice squad guy. He'll probably be here this year.
I don't know. I think the Cardinals might say goodbye to him and go get a quarterback that somebody else cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
And stash him on the practice squad.
Yeah. Maybe a Shedeur Sanders. How about that?
I don't know. Cleveland's supposedly keeping 4 quarterbacks because they collect them.
Well, and if we're talking pressure real quick on the way out, the NFL has like a pecking order of pressure. Normally, the first to go is your quarterback if he's not good, and then they give the coach another chance with a new quarterback, and then it's the coach, and then it feels like the GM is always third out of those 3 things. So that's why when they said most pressure, Monti Ossenfort being the highest was like, it's clearly quarterback.
Although recent history with the Cardinals would indicate that the head coach was under more pressure than the quarterback was because of, I think there were some financial reasons behind that as well.
Thanks for watching Bickley and Marotta. Click to see the latest Bickley Blast and hit the button in the middle to subscribe to Arizona Sports.